Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can tell, more 450L stuff. I'm super hyped on this thing right now, as a lot of you are. So today's project, today's ripping around, isn't going to be too much exploring. I'm going to have some more exploring videos and riding around videos come this week. For right now, what we're going to do is, I have these handguards that I've had for a while. They're not really those normal standard handguards. See how I like them with the white on white. And then waiting on, I might potentially get the other handguards, the, what are they called, Zeta, I believe, where it's the whole like kind of brush guard slash bark buster, that's the word I'm looking for. Whole bark buster unit which will wrap around, and then the better handguard with the turn signals integrated into the handguard, so should light me up a little bit better at night. But for right now, I want to see how these look on there, get a feel for it. Then we'll go from there. If you haven't seen, if you're not up to date on this thing, got rid of the mirrors, got these nice little caps in there. With that, I got this nice, small, slim little mirror. And back here, we eliminated the whole blinkers and setup with a 12 o'clock Labs, whole new tail light, and then it blocks off those, and it's an integrated tail light with blinkers, so it cleans it up real nice and slims everything up. So I'm really stoked on that. Makes the bike look so much better. Along with the mirrors off, really just kind of makes the bike look how it should. Pipe, another tuner coming for this thing. I want to compare the tuners. So if you haven't seen, over here we have the JD jetting tuner. I also have a dyno jet tuner coming, so we're going to compare those. I'm going to talk about probably what the best tuner is for a stock bike with a pipe, and kind of overall different riding levels and stuff you're going to ride on. So we'll see how these do. If you want to see more videos on this 450L, make sure you're subscribed. Click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can see when I post new videos. Along with, if you want to see what's going down before the videos come out, you can follow me on Instagram at Tyler Monagan, where I'll make posts on my story on this thing and when I'm riding the bikes and whatnot, along with discount codes on the website, different deals and stuff like that, so you'll get hooked up on there. Get these things installed and see how they look. Mount it up somewhere, try and line it up. There's a bunch of junk in here though we'll have to move around, so we'll figure it out. Let's see what I'm gonna have to do. I gotta move the mirror out of the way and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the other side. I don't know if you can see it over here, but with all these, with all the start and stop buttons, have to move the clutch over for this thing to even fit. I might just have to wait for the other ones to come in. And line this up, have like just enough room here. Otherwise, I couldn't get it to fit in the front right here because all these little plug-ins and stuff to be able to start it with the clutch pulled in apparently. Tiny little nuts attached here. I don't really know if I'm gonna like the finish on these. Pulling the clutch all the way, as you can see here. I don't know why this thing is so bulky. There's no need for this headlight, horn, blinker unit. There's so much dead space here. So, I'm gonna have to move it. That was a total waste of time. So anybody that's trying to mount some normal moto handguards on this thing, it won't work. Don't waste your time, because I thought I was gonna be able to move everything over. They actually have this little kind of groove. You see that little slot that goes into this piece that holds it all together. So if you say want to have this piece right here mounted differently, you have to, the clutch has to go with it. So if you want this whole thing down here like this, your clutch is going to have to be super far down. That's why there's this gap here. I just gapped it. That way my clutch is like right here on my fingers. I don't know why they did that. I guess if you wanted, you could get a stock or aftermarket 450, just normal race bike 450 clutch and perch. Maybe look into some other slimmer headlight unit you could wire up if you didn't want to use the Honda one. It's not worth the time at that point. And this side, this is just the cluster. I don't know where I would get a handguard on there. This off, move it over here, but then I'd have to like take my hand off to start it and kill it, which isn't a big deal. Then underneath, there's like not enough room to move stuff around. So now you 450L guys know, if you're trying to do that, you can't.
Yeah, these tires are not the best for this. That doesn't really grip up. I don't know, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Try and get more comfortable on it as I stall it. I mean, I think that's pretty much all I can do over here. There's really not much over here. A couple little jumps that are sketches all whooped out from the Alta, but I mean, for what it is, it's fully capable on-road, off-road. We'll get out of here. I am really curious to see how it's going to be when I do get more. Oh, I got some branches with me. When I do get more of a off-road oriented tire, because I mean, if I have the dirt tires on there, I'm mainly going to be like doing trail exploring, and why not have a beefier tire on there? If I say get like 2 months out of a tire, I'll be completely fine with that. If like I said, it does a lot better off-road. Like there's just not enough kind of lug to it. These are already wearing down pretty good, actually. They're kind of rounding off just from bike only has like 350 miles. If you have an Enduro, let me know in the comments what kind of tires you're running, what you recommend for more of the off-road stuff. Something that'll still kind of last on the road. I don't want it to be like toast in a week. Maybe like a 70-30, 80-20, something along those lines, because these things definitely aren't cutting it for what I want to do with it off-road wise. And then Supermoto wheels to come eventually. Grinding this thing. This thing's pretty heavy, so we'll see how it does. Not too bad, not too bad. Maybe we'll maybe I'll move the ramp. I'll shift it and I'll do it so I'm jumping up to flat. I'll like put it down there and then jump up. Boy, this thing's so heavy to move by myself. So touchy in first. So touchy. A minute right now, I'll move this ramp and try and do this. Jump it. Oh, thing's so tall, even for me, and I'm tall. Let's pull it down here and move it a little further. All the full kind of review, I guess you could say, where I do everything in one video and see how it does all around. But I'm just trying to ride the bike and really get a feel for it. Like I said, it only has 378 miles. Like I've said, it's basically just a race bike with a headlight and taillight. Essentially a little bit different gearing, and that's really it. The clutch, that's like, I went to go brake tap, pulled in the clutch, and then it still stalled. So like, this thing's so touchy. You literally, for you to start it in gear, the way it's set up right now, the clutch has to be all the way to the bar. You can't like one finger it and then pull it in. Doesn't work. Here's the example I'll show you. So if say you're starting the bike, you pull the clutch, and this is how I always shift, like one, maybe two fingers sometimes on my like pointer finger. I always have it covering the clutch. So say if I want to, say it stalls like just right there, and I'm pulling the clutch like right to there. I'm not getting on it before. Oh, why did it do that? See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's weird. Oh, kickstand. I'm not getting on it before because the grass is wet, and I'm not trying to slip out before I go off the ramp. Pretty much gonna wrap it up before it gets dark. Grass is getting wet, the tires are slipping. Here's that example now. It's when you shut the bike off, not when it's already going, I guess. So as you can see, when I go to do it, it won't let me start it when the clutch is halfway pulled in. So that's when you first fire it up, and then it has to be pulled all the way in, and then it'll do it. I don't know why it's like that, but it's just the way it is, I guess. That's gonna wrap it up for tonight.
With that short little video here on the 450L, I'm gonna cap it off here. I didn't do too much riding. I wanted to go like explore with Bailey, but I can't see out of my left eye. I'm having like contact issues where it's super blurry, and it's probably not the safest option to go ride on the street where I can't see like maybe 20 feet in front of me. Around the lawn, it's kind of fine, I guess. Definitely still not the safest, but here's a little test, I guess, jumping this thing. I'll definitely do it in another full video for sure. Don't forget, ending on July 15th, the CR125 giveaway. If you have not gotten an entry to win that thing, every $5 spent gives you one entry to win that thing. Top line in the description to my website, whether that be the Dango gripper mounts, t-shirts, key tags. I should have new key tags on the website coming on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm gonna have a huge July 4th sale, so on July 4th, follow my Instagram, like I said, at Tyler Monagan, and I'll post the sale. It's gonna be 20, 30, 40% off of some things. If you wanna see that, make sure you're following me, and you won't miss out on that. With that, if you wanna see more, give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video.